everyone, welcome to OnyxEarth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we are back with another timeless reading. This is not a pick a card reading, this is a pick your sign reading. So this is the continuation of the video I did the other day where we talked about positive changes and surprises coming in, things that you may unexpect to come through, may not expect to come through. So it should be very easy for those of you that often have issues selecting your pile. And again, it is a compliment to that video. So if you like to select your pile and you haven't watched that video yet, go back to the one that I did right before this one where you can choose your pile. And then here you're gonna select your zodiac signs, okay? This is based on your astrological placements. This is sun, moon, rising, Venus, maybe Mercury, Mars. Definitely, if you are dominant in any sign, I would definitely check a sign that you're super dominant in, just because, I mean, it's that energy's all over the place. But whatever combination of signs you feel called to use that resonates for you, go for it, okay? So I will see you at your sign. All right, Aries, let's see what we have for you. Let's see what we've got for Aries. There's a card sticking out right here. It is in the reverse already. I don't know how that happened. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So love this deck because you can kind of see there's imagery aligning with the reversals. This is some stagnant energy, right? Eight of Cups is moving past the situation that I don't want to say no longer serves you, but you've simply outgrown it. It's something that it's time to move on from. It's something that like the chapter is closed. It's time to close the cycle. And in the Eight of Cups, there seems to be some stagnation, like a resistance to moving forward. I don't know if you feel like you still have unfinished business in whatever situation this is resonating for. I don't know if you just simply are comfortable, if there's just a fear of what's next. But right now, Aries, it is time to move past whatever the situation is. I have more cards that I'm going to pull. At the bottom right now, you have the Tower, so that there definitely is a change, a resistance to change, a fear of what's to come. We're going to get more clarity on what specific situation I could be talking about. It will be different for all of you as these are general messages. But right now, an extreme aversion to change, of shifts. So right now you have Nine of Wands upright, which is kind of a card, and it is a fire energy, right? It is a card of being almost there, right on the brink of something, right? It could be the brink of chaos. It could be the brink of genius, of success. But it is that pause before that final push, that final exertion of energy, right? Because the Ten of Wands is completion of that cycle of wands, regardless of how anyone reads it, right? That's just a basic foundation of the card. So with this nine, it's like you're almost there. You're right at the end of that cycle, but there's that pause. But again, with it following that Eight of Cups, it is a resistance to moving forward. That said, the surprise that's coming in is this Judgment card, right? Look at that major arcana. So Judgment, it is a call to action. It is a call to move. It is a call. It's just simply just going to happen. It's literally like what you would consider to be Judgment Day. Not in a chaotic way, though it could be if you're that resistant. It's just saying that if you don't move on your own, or if you don't know how to move, because it's not always that you're resistant to the change, you're resistant to the move. Sometimes you don't know exactly what the move should be. Well, Aries, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to worry about that for much longer, because that Judgment card is going to be the clarity that pushes you exactly where you need to be. Whether you get inspired and you know how to move yourself, or whether pieces around you are moved and shifted by the universe to put you where you need to be. Whether it's opportunities coming in, whether it's people coming in, people leaving, people moving, opportunities leaving you, like, you know what I mean? Things are going to move organically in a way that puts you on the path you need to be, since it seems like you have no idea where to go from here, whatever here is, whatever situation here is referencing. At the bottom, you do have Page of Pentacles, so expect a brand new opportunity to be offered to you as it relates to that, whatever I'm talking about, right? Whether it's romantic connections, whether it is your career, whether it is your finances, whether it is advice, something health-wise, whatever it is that's crooked. It's crooked. Hold on. There we go. Still crooked, but not as. But whatever it is, just know that you don't have to figure out what that next move is on your own, right? You're definitely divinely guided with that Judgment card. The people and things and resources you need to make that next move, it's happening. Whether we're talking about career, whether we're talking about your love life, you know, like if any area of your life that's been super stagnant for a while, if you've been looking like, what do I do next? How do I proceed? What is next? Like I'm ready to go, but I don't know how or where to go. It's coming through. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one from each of these astrology based decks so we can get more clarity, and then I will get you an advice card. But like I said, I know this is super generic, but I guess all of you Aries placements are having that same issue of just being stuck in whatever career-based, financial-based, love-based, success-based, something you're stuck in that you're trying to know how to go about it. The surprise that is coming is, one, that you will get that clarity and that you'll be moving soon, but two, that you don't have to do it all alone. You don't have to figure it out. It's going to move organically from the universe because it's time to close that cycle. So the card that came through for you is the, clarify for me. There we go, waning crescent. It is B. So that lets me know that if you've been worried about the fact that you've been stagnant, I know I talked about a resistance. That's more of an internal resistance. I feel like you've been actively trying to move physically. Whatever that move is that you're trying to make, whatever adjustment you're trying to make, you've been physically trying to do it. But in spirit, there's been a resistance. What you're being called to do right now is simply be. So kind of simmer down your nerves a little bit and allow these things to move as they need to move, because it may not be the time for you to physically make a move, just to spiritually and mentally prepare yourself for these shifts as they happen, because the Page of Pentacles is also very youthful and experienced energy. So if this is something that you may not quite be ready for or haven't been in the past, this is the time to develop and prepare yourself. So like if you've been looking for something career-wise, this is the time to kind of gain new skills, think about what it is you actually want to do, exactly where you want to go. If we're talking about moving, where is it that you would like to live? What type of lifestyle is it you're looking for? If you're looking for a romantic connection, this is the time to get to know yourself and figure out what it is you actually want and need in a partner. So whatever it is, it's time to simply be. Stop trying to act and resist, but allow the changes to happen so that what needs to come in will. Okay, what is this at the bottom? You do have solar eclipse. It is the threshold card. So we talk about that 9 of Wands and that Judgment combination. That's exactly what this solar eclipse threshold, like right on the brink of something. You're right on the brink of it, all right, Aries? So I don't want you to stress or worry about it, because it's moving organically, not because you need to push, okay? So let me pull from this card, pull from this other deck. Get one. Yes. Okay. So let me put this down. The card that you have is sextile. Okay. It is a 60-degree angle, if that's relevant for you in some way. It is a combination of tension and flow, potential and a rewarding situation. Everything is working out, Aries. I wouldn't worry about it. Things are happening. Any stress you feel, any resistance, anything you feel, if you feel like you're taking a step and you push back 3, it's intentional. You're trying to move without all of the, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have all of the knowledge, right? The universe has things in mind for you that you can't quite grasp yet. So if you're trying to make moves and you're feeling blocked, it's because those are not the appropriate actions at this time. So you're going to get some pushback, not because you're not meant to progress, but there's a progression you haven't visualized yet, right? So you will move, and you will move freely, organically. It's going to be very natural. You're going to be very happy, very successful, right? Because it says potential and a rewarding situation. You have an offer coming in. You may have multiple offers coming in. Okay, that's the surprise. Offers coming in that you didn't see coming because you didn't have that foresight in whatever area we're talking about to visualize it in the way that it is actually being, I don't want to say conjured, but the way that the universe is going to present it to you. You may actually get an offer of any kind, again, financial, career, love-based, all the things, and that offer may be shocking to you, like, wow, I didn't even consider that, but that is perfect for me. You see what I mean, Aries? So that is how that's going to happen for you. So let me pull from this Moonology deck. I love these confirmations that everything is going to happen. This is one of the best types of surprises that could happen, because it means that you're going to be pushed in a very positive direction without effort. Like, you don't have to apply effort here. The only effort you need to apply is that being in the moment, that not being resistant to things that you didn't think of on your own, right? Opportunities that present themselves to you that didn't come from your plan, right? You can't plan everything to the T. You have to be open to what presents itself to you that may be better for you than you envision. That's all you have to do, Aries. So let me get this Moonology card. South Node, don't let your past hold you back. Okay, Aries, that is what you have right here. So right now you may be closing up a cycle as it relates to your South Node, specifically leading into your North Node, okay? At the bottom, to confirm that it is time to move on from whatever past things are really stagnant, it's nothing will come of this situation. So that is confirmation that it is simply time to move on, but it's not necessarily up to you to actively pursue that. It will naturally, it's only up to you to be open and receptive to opportunities that will remove you from this situation, okay? Don't let your past hold you back. We get a lot of the things we expect in this world, in this life, are tied to learned energies, learned behaviors, memories. So anything that we kind of see ourselves progressing towards is always relative to something we've either experienced, witnessed, or observed in the past, right? So be open to things that you may not be aware of, right? That you may not expect, because that's what we're talking about. Things that are unexpected, that are surprises. Be very, very open to things that may be better for you than what you have the capacity to envision, okay? So that is all I have for you today, Aries. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, Leo, we are looking at your unexpected changes, positive things coming through for you. I'm going to start with this Revelations Tarot deck. I'm going to see what's going on with Leo. Ooh, okay. The 3 cards threw themselves out immediately. So let me take the bottom. 8 of Cups at the bottom. Okay, moving on, transitioning. You may have placements in one of the other signs that I did, and I am jumping around, so if it feels different, if you watch multiple piles, I just decided to go in a different direction, so I'm not doing the signs in order. But let's see, which is interesting because I decided to do that. When I decided to switch, Leo became next. So ooh, okay. So you have the Devil, which is Capricorn energy. Lots of control energy, which makes sense. You know, you are a fixed sign, so it's all about control and needing to control things. You have the 4 of Cups here. And then you have the 9 of Wands reverse. There's a need here, Leo, to be very much in control. So, which is hilarious. We're asking about like unexpected surprises, changes, shifts. You don't want anything to do with any of that. Like, you don't want anything to do with it. You're probably clicking the video like, let me know what it is so that I can just safeguard against that, because you are not open to surprises. You do not like them. All of my Leos here, you do not like surprises. So you're here just to kind of like prepare yourself, which is funny because the devil is a sign of, it's a card of needing to control, but it's also like that that shadow aspect of being afraid of releasing control. It's not just about wanting to control because you just think you're right. It's like, if I have control, then I have the power, then no one else can affect me. That's the perspective you've been taking, especially with that Four of Cups resistant. You're not very open to other people, opportunities. I'm hearing the word spaces and situations, right? You have that Nine of Wands, which is typically like that break, that pause right before maxing out that Ten of Wands energy, completing that cycle of wands. But it's almost like an overbearing energy of, I'm just gonna stay right here. I'm gonna do just enough to not have to transition over into that next phase, right? Because you do have that the Eight of Cups, which would be the actual journey of progressing, growing, advancing in whatever area, whether we're talking about career, finances, love connections. You just doing just enough to not have to take that plunge and grow and take that and move up a level, right? Because again, that Nine of Wands, I'm reading it as a little bit of stagnation, but stagnation by choice. Like, I'm just gonna sit here. I like it here. This is the spot. Like that's the energy that you're giving off. So let me pull from this other deck for you, Leo, so I can see. I'm gonna pull from each of these astrology-based decks to get clarity on what's happening with you. You have guidance, Wanning Gibbous, card of guidance. At the bottom, you have bloom in reverse. So that is the flower moon. And the fact that you have it in reverse, I'm not going to take it. It's just the bottom energy for me to clarify. It confirms what I'm saying about you kind of not wanting to take that plunge. You're kind of comfortable right now, and you like being where you are. You like the level. Like, I don't know if you've kind of reached a point in whatever situation, again, finance, career, love, friendships, creative endeavors, whatever it is, health journey. Like you feel like you're in a good place. You're like, I just want to kind of sit here right now and just enjoy this ride. I'm not really looking to grow anymore right now, which is complete opposite of Leo energy. I don't understand what's going on with you guys specifically. Tell me in the comments why that's happening. Or like I said, it could be a fear of what's next, a fear of failing once you ascend beyond this certain point that you're at. But there is a bit of discontentment if you're honest with yourself about where you are, which is why you're looking to see what changes are coming in, see what changes are needed, because you're that Four of Cups is discontentment. It's, you know, it is a bit of a stuck energy, which the devil also kind of rules. Let's see, what is this? Look at the bigger picture. Sagittarius energy. So full moon in Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture. So you've got guidance. This feels like developmental energy. At the bottom, you do have full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So maybe there's a fear, a pessimism, a lack of confidence coming through. And that's why you're here trying to avoid whatever the change is. It's been a while since the thing happened with my throat. Like, I got a little raspy just now, and I have lots of water. I drank lots of water before this reading. I even took a break before this pile. So, you know, some of the things I'm saying may not be things that someone wants to hear right now. Let me get this last card, and we can talk about what's going on with Leo. Gemini. And just like I talked about that raspy thing, like someone not wanting to hear what I'm saying, because we do have guidance already on the table, but we have Gemini here, curiosity, intellect, and networking. And you have South Node, destined to release. Okay, I'm gonna take this bottom because that's relevant to what's going on, and it gives me clarity and some insight in what's going on. So right now, if we talk about astrology, we talk about the North Node, South Node. The South Node is where you're very comfortable, naturally gifted. It's the areas and aspects of your personality that and just you overall, that make it easy for you to maneuver life. It's the things you're naturally gifted at. It's the things that you're very good at without really having to try very hard. It's the qualities that you have that people naturally gravitate towards and like in you. Whereas the North Node is where you're meant to grow, develop, the areas of your life you're meant to kind of become, who you're meant to be, what you're meant to learn, the areas that you may not be as comfortable in. And right now, Leo, you're kind of, this makes complete sense based on your placements, right? Because this is not just the sign of Leo in the sun. This is Leo placements. Leo placements are all about confidence and, you know, being good at things, being praised and whatnot. And right now you're being called to kind of step out of your comfort zone. You're being called to learn something new, step into a situation that is very unfamiliar to you. Now you're going to be very good at it. It's not that you can't be successful, right? You have Gemini, right? Whether this is communication based, you know, like third house energy, Sagittarius, ninth house energy of development. Like right now you're being called to expand beyond your world, what you know, where you're comfortable. And that's the surprise that's coming in, is that whether or not you try to actively avoid it, right? Try to control the situation in that devil card, try to reject situations and opportunities in that Four of Cups, that Nine of Wands in reverse of, oh, I'm good right here. It's not really up to you anymore, Leo. I'm sorry to say, you know, you kind of, I don't want to say mastered yourself. No, you're living out of alignment with your North Node. You're too focused on those South Node aspects. So maybe look in your natal chart and see what your South Node is versus your North Node. But right now, you're too comfortable. And the universe is going to shake things up a little bit, because it's time for you to evolve beyond where you are in that. Look at the bigger picture card. Sagittarius does rule development, growth, spiritual development, learning of other cultures, travels, higher education. You know, that honestly, it's funny because you either have a North Node, South Node in Gemini, Sagittarius, or though that polarity in your chart, where those signs sit, maybe that's where your North Node, South Node is. Regardless, that Gemini, Sagittarius polarity is very pivotal for you right now. Wherever that sits in your chart, Gemini, Sagittarius, those houses is very important to you as it relates to where you're going next, okay? Like pay attention to the planets and everything that are there, because like that's very pivotal for you, Leo, where you're gonna evolve and grow and develop in this next era, because you are moving forward. Like Eight of Cups is moving. It's not necessarily by choice. That's probably why it's a surprise. You're thinking like you get to choose, like, okay, well, I'm fine here, and if I don't make any moves, then you know, I don't have to move. But you do, because, you know, when you start resisting where you're supposed to go, where you're supposed to develop and learn and grow, the universe puts you in a position where you don't have an option anymore. You know, things start moving, people start to leave, you know, situations start to remove themselves, eliminate themselves, and you often find yourself in a position where you no longer have a choice but to do X, Y, or Z. So just be careful with that super resistant energy that you have to the changes coming in. Be open and receptive to growing, learning, and developing in this next era, whether we're talking about finances, career, love. Just be open to where you feel naturally pushed, even if it makes you uncomfortable. Okay, Leo? So hopefully this resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, Sagittarius, let's talk about some unexpected changes, some positive shifts, and surprise coming into your life. Let's see. I'm going to start with this Revelations Tarot deck, and I have a couple of Oracle decks that I would like to use to clarify. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius Placements. What's going on with Sagittarius Placements? Okay, look at you, the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. I have a card that says that, and it kind of like that card called me. So it's like slow and steady. It's coming through for you. And I know that's not like something that you like. You're super expansive sign. You're ruled by Jupiter. Definitely don't want to hear that, because now I've got the little throat thing that there's no reason, y'all. I have tons of water that I've been drinking all day. And I'm not even like overexerting myself with these readings. So like Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. I'm sorry if that's not what you want to hear, but it is. It is a very youthful, very inexperienced card. And whatever area that's most affecting you right now that you feel you need that transition in, it's coming. It's coming, but it's not going to come as rapidly as you would like, Sagittarius, unfortunately. But the good news is that the Knight of Pentacles is very sure, it's very certain energy. So knowing exactly where you're going, whether it's you knowing consciously or the universe pushing you exactly where you're meant to be, whenever this transition finalizes, it's going to be as stable gets. There's not going to be anything that's going to be able to take it away from you or move you, right? The Six of Pentacles, very material based. So we're talking about earth plane energy here right now, whether we're talking about your finances, your career, any physical things going on with you right now. Like, just know that it's moving. You got 2 cards, I'll take them. Which is funny because this Page of Wands wanted to come out and I tried to like not take it because it didn't feel like an appropriate shuffle. But it's back. So we're taking it, Page of Wands, but again, still youthful, inexperienced energy. You do have the Wheel of Fortune. Very, very good. Very, very good. So, which is all about cycles. It is about expansions. At the bottom, you have the Knight of Cups. So very young, youthful energy. Doesn't have to do anything to do with your age. We're just talking about where you are in this journey called life, where your development lies as it pertains to the area you feel you need most focus on right now. You got 2 Knights and a Page. That's messages, that's action, but again, very early action. It's very early on. It's like near beginning phase of whatever it is you're asking about, Sagittarius. So just take your time. Don't rush your progress. Don't rush your development, because you have the Six of Pentacles here, which says that all that you need, you have access to. And if you don't feel like you do yet, just pay attention to around you, because I'm certain you do have everything you need around you to achieve whatever it is you're trying to achieve, right? And also, if you don't have that revelation yet, there's going to be things coming in very, very hot, very, very soon that will support you. And I say that because the Page of Wands is like really an inspirational card. Even on the imagery, it's like, wow, I've got it, right? It's very inspirational energy of creativity, of action. It's where I'm going, right? The Knight of Cups is very passionate. It's action towards creative endeavors and whatnot, and romance, right? If we're talking about like anything creative you're trying to launch on your own, or romantic connections, especially, lots of creative energy, lots of passion here, for life, for other people, for yourself. And I see everything turning around with that Wheel of Fortune. So if you're down on your luck, you're really on the other side of that Six of Pentacles, because traditionally the Six of Pentacles is like it's kind of a prince and a pauper vibe, right? It's someone with means giving to someone that doesn't. So if you're feeling like the person that's super needy right now, it's going to turn around for you. You just have to do the work. You have to do the legwork. You have to develop. You have to slowly build in that Knight of Pentacles. You have to be super active and creative in that Page of Wands. You have to be super receptive and creative again in that Knight of Cups, because the Wheel of Fortune is coming. So we're talking about money, especially with the Six of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Expect some money to come in. Expect some money to come in, especially and it'll be some stable money. It's not going to be like a quick go away money, because you have that Knight of Pentacles right there, that stable money. If you act right with it, if you get in the Page of Wands energy and burn through it, that's on you. But you have money coming in, Sagittarius. It's going to give you the opportunity to really grow and develop in whatever passion that it is that's coming through for you. And if you've been having issues with romance due to your finances, again, Wheel of Fortune, that's going to turn around soon. You're going to be able to be in a comfortable position financially to pursue any romantic connection. So let me pull from these Moonology decks, and I will I say Moonology decks, but these astrology based decks. One of them is Moonology, but this one in my hand right now is the Spirit de la Lune. So let me see what else I have these unexpected changes for. That's way too many. Way too many. I only want one. I'll take 2 at the most. But while I'm trying to get this card, which is funny because which is I got 2 cards that fell out, but I wasn't ready. I was halfway shuffling. So while I'm doing this, Sagittarius, I do want you to keep in mind that we're talking about unexpected surprises and shifts. One, you got some unexpected money coming in, for sure. Possibly an unexpected suitor coming in, an unexpected friend, unexpected business partner. It does feel like you have someone coming in unexpectedly, whether, again, it is romantic or just someone that could really help support you in that 6 of Pentacles, take you to the next level in that Wheel of Fortune. Some of you, this is a job opportunity. This is a promotion. Because it doesn't seem like you're resistant to change at all, Sagittarius. You're all in. You're all in. It's just right now, circumstances don't seem to be in your favor. So let me see. I can't get this. Here we go. I love that, because this is a word that deeply aligns with Sagittarius Jupiter energy, right? We have expansion, right? Waxing crescent. So you are expanding, right? It's not that there's no progression happening. It's happening. You have Libra, that may be a relevant sign or some relevant energy, the peacemaker. So if you've been having chaotic energy in your relationships, just know that peace is coming through. Libra rules the 7th house of your romantic connections, and when I say romantic connections, I mean the contracts, right? The legalities, the people that you have paperwork tied to, whether it's a romantic base, whether it's family based, whether someone you share a house with, whether it's a job, any professional contracts, because I do view marriage as a business contract legally, right? That's the legal implication of it, that 7th house energy. Anything surrounding those things, there will be peace if you're having issues in any connections right now. If there's a lot of chaos, if it feels like war, there's going to be a balance, especially if it's something that could affect you financially. It's going to work itself out, okay? And you will be able to grow and expand on your own, right? Maybe that's what that youthful energy is. Some of you are kind of going out on your own for the first time, whether it's out of a family home, out of a relationship, whether it's switching careers, you know, advancing in your career, managing your finances on your own for the first time. All of those things, Sagittarius, you're going to be fine. Okay, and you're going to be able to do that. You're going to have a lot of support from the universe in those areas. Okay, let me get one from Astrology. Yeah, really slow moving energy. I feel like this is kind of one of the slowest ways that my cards have jumped in a really long time. So it's gonna be a slow journey. I'm not gonna lie, Sagittarius, but just know, okay, this is a very important thing for a lot of you here. It came out a lot of times in various groups. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So don't stress when I say it's going to be a long journey. I don't want you to feel like it's going to be forever until you find peace, until you find stability. You have waning moon, which is what do you need to release. It's not going to be a long time before you feel good, before you're comfortable. It's just whatever goal you have, whatever attainable, like if you, like whatever it is, like if you want to reach X amount of financial success, if you want to be like married, if you want to be at this point of your career, obviously, like, you're not going to jump, like, let's use the career example. You're not going to jump from entry level to C level overnight. That's not realistic in any capacity. It's just not. If we're talking about relationships, you're not going to marry somebody you just met like a week ago. Like, it just depends on your timeline. Like, all of it's possible. Anything's possible, but you have to be realistic on your timelines and be willing to build. That's the thing right here, is you be willing to build. Be willing to commit to the overall journey. You're going to feel really good soon. You're going to be shocked at how good you feel soon, right? Because you will progress. It's just that whatever the end goal is, it's not going to happen that quickly. It's not going to happen overnight, okay? Let me pull your last card from the Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck. Let's see. Final messages for Sagittarius Placements. Okay, you've got Aries. Independence, bravery, and passion. At the bottom, you have Square, which is a challenging situation, a mountain to climb. That may be a sign for you that there's two groups here. Some of you need to step into your independent sides, find your identity. Again, very youthful energy, underdeveloped energy. So that may be, again, not due to age, but due to, one, inexperience, but two, a lack of self-awareness, a lack of self-identity. Figure out who you are, right? What it is you want, what it is you desire out of life, so that you can accomplish it, right? That's probably this slow moving energy, is you don't know what it is you want. You don't know what it is you want to do. You don't know what it is you want in a partner. You don't know what it is you love about yourself, dislike about yourself, qualities you want, you feel you need to improve on. You can't even identify that right now, right? So there's this side with this lack of self-awareness, and then there's this other side of you, Sagittarius placements, where you're hyper independent and you want to go alone. But that Six of Pentacles says that it's not about that. You have to expand, you have to grow, you have to be open to receiving help from not only the universe but other people. So just whatever side you're on, just know that to proceed in the way that you want to achieve what you want to achieve, you either have to, one, be a little more self-accountable, hold yourself accountable, and a little more self-motivated, right? Because some of you are go, but needy with that Six of Pentacles, right? Like go, needy, always needing someone to help and support you, not having enough initiative on your own, not having enough balance and stability on your own to support whatever it is you're trying to achieve. And that's affecting your progression, is you lack one, accountability for yourself, one, two, self-awareness, and three, you're not stable, you're relying on other people to support you. Again, the other side, you're the I don't need anybody side of Sagittarius energy. You know, you're like, I don't need anybody, I got it all by myself. Well, you don't. You need support. If you want to expand, if you really want to grow, you want to develop, you're going to need other people, concepts, ideas. You're going to need other perspectives at a minimum to support you on whatever developmental journey you're on, okay? So that's all I have for you today, Sagittarius. Hopefully this resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.